Following the House of Representatives resolution to investigate allegations of bribery against the EFCC, the joint committees of the House has extended an invitation to the chairman of the commission, Ola Olukoede. This is coming after the Nigerian Bar Association urged the AGF, Lateef Fagbemi, and the Office of the NSA to conduct an independent investigation into allegations made by a blogger known as Very Dark Man, that some officers of the EFCC collected 15 million naira from Bobrisky to dismiss money laundering charges against him. BKO, what has been your reading of this bribery scandal?
Honestly, I've been very, very disappointed that this has happened. I wanted Bobrisky to pay for the crime he committed against our nation. I wanted Bobrisky that will come out of jail evidently sober and evidently regretful of his actions. But on the day that he was released from prison, or that he was supposed to have been released from the correctional center, what do they call prisons now? He didn't look like someone who had been to prison. So I kept asking myself, did Bobrisky have a resident makeup artist working with him when he was in prison? Did he also hire a resident beautician to help him work on his nails? Because he clearly was putting long nails like a fashionable woman. And this is a person that God created as a man. Whether he likes it or not, he cannot turn himself to a woman, no matter what he does. Our world has not reached that stage. In spite of all the inventions that science has seen, our world has not reached that stage when an individual can do a genital transplant, in which case a man cannot be rueful or regretful of the fact that he has male genitalia and then decide that, oh, I'm going to swap this male genitalia for that of a woman. No. So no matter what Bob Reckless thinks of himself, he will never be able to turn himself to a woman. He came out of jail, in inverted commas, looking very fresh, not looking like somebody who went to jail at all. We've seen bigger people than him, richer people than him go to jail, and we felt that some things had changed about them. But in the case of Bobrisky, he was looking very much like the pretended woman that is always been full makeup in place, hair adornments in place, long nails, long false nails in place. And I kept asking questions. How to what extent do they indulge this guy in prison that he could come out of prison in the way that he looked after his release? Now we are seeing clearly how much corruption has penetrated virtually every facet of our national life. And if corruption is so endemic in the Nigerian prisons, I'm sorry, I will have to call them prisons. I'm so used to calling them prisons. If corruption is so endemic in the Nigerian prisons, if corruption is so endemic in the EFCC, what is our hope as a country? Because if the courts pronounce people guilty and the court says they should be kept in prison, and prison officials disobey the courts and take those people to places where they can enjoy a life of luxury and pleasure, then we are doomed. We are in trouble.